From a meet-cute to the most low-key wedding in Hollywood history, this is how Luciana Barroso's life has changed during her relationship with Matt Damon. Luciana Barroso and Matt Damon's first encounter reads like something straight out of a rom-com. It was 2003, and the actor was shooting Stuck on You in Miami, Florida. One Saturday night, he and some crew headed to South Beach for a drink and walked into the bar where Barroso happened to be bartending. As she later told Vogue Australia, they instantly hit it off. Even if Damon's version is a bit exaggerated, Barroso says, "Matt's story is that he saw me across the room and there was a light on me. And I'm like, yeah, it was a nightclub. There were lights everywhere." In reality, patrons had started recognizing him and holding him for photos and autographs, so he sought solace behind the bar. Soon, she put him to work. Damon rose to the challenge, however, and started mixing drinks. Barroso remembered, "He made me a ton of money in tips that night." Whichever version you prefer, there's no denying the encounter was serendipitous. As Damon told Ellen DeGeneres, Stuck on You was supposed to shoot in Hawaii, but moved to Miami at the last minute. What's more, he initially declined the invite to go out that night, but the crew talked him into it. Damon recalled, "I don't know how else our paths would have crossed if all those things didn't happen." When Luciana Barroso met Matt Damon, she was still technically married to her first husband, Arbello. The pair, who met in their native Argentina, were in the process of getting divorced at the time, although it wasn't finalized until December 2004. Even so, Luciana was already raising their daughter, Alexia Barroso, as a single mom. Despite her instant connection with Damon, Alexia was her top priority. She told Vogue Australia, "It was so easy to talk to each other. We were very comfortable. And by the end of the night, he invited me to go out with his friends. I was like, I can't. I have a 4-year-old daughter. I'm not going anywhere." Rather than seeing that as a problem, Damon was attracted to the fact that Luciana prioritized motherhood. She told the publication, "Some guys might have been different. They might think it's complicated, but for him, it wasn't." Indeed, Damon himself told Hello Canada that he wasn't the least bit fazed. He said, "There was never a choice. It was just the way it was, and I was happy for that." Even Luciana's ex praised Damon's relationship with his stepdaughter, telling Star, "He treats Alexia like she is his own flesh and blood. Matt has been an absolute blessing for my daughter."
If there's any secret, it's that. It's to feel lucky.
He may be one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors, but Matt Damon has never been one to seek out the spotlight. Similarly, Luciana Barroso has kept away from the headlines, and so it should come as no surprise to learn that their wedding was about as low-key as weddings get. So much so, in fact, that even Damon's BFF Ben Affleck wasn't present, because he found out about it at the last minute. Rather than planning a lavish affair, the couple said "I do" at New York City Hall in 2005, after 2 years of dating. The ceremony was only witnessed by then-Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg and the couple's daughter, Alexia. As soon as the vows were exchanged, Damon rushed back to shooting The Good Shepherd in Yonkers. The following day, he was off to London to continue filming. Because Barroso accompanied him, he joked that this would be their honeymoon. Notably, this wasn't actually the first time Barroso had accompanied her beau to work abroad. She previously followed Damon to Europe while he shot Ocean's 12, and she didn't seem to be swayed by the perks of the A-list life. As Ocean's 12 producer Jerry Weintraub told People, "She's not really interested in that stuff. She's interested in him." Just 6 months after they tied the knot, Luciana Barroso and Matt Damon welcomed their second daughter, Isabella. She was followed by Gia in 2008 and Stella in 2010. By then, Damon was already well-primed for being a girl dad. He told Parade, "I jumped into the deep end with Lucy." Calling himself an extra dad to Alexia, he compared becoming a father to the final scene of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, saying, "You know how his heart grows like 5 times its size? Everything is full. It's just full all the time."
My whole life opened up when I became a dad.
In raising their family, the couple decided to keep their daughters away from the spotlight and focus on giving them a normal upbringing. Meanwhile, Barroso told Vogue Australia how their goal is to raise strong, level-headed women. She explained, "We try really hard to constantly talk about self-esteem and compassion, and hope that will carry on. I want them to feel like they can do anything and everything they want to do, but not at the cost of somebody else." Barroso never appeared interested in working in Hollywood, but in 2024, she received her first production credit on the Apple Plus TV film, The Instigators. Damon told Entertainment Tonight, "She was there every day. She was doing all this work on the script. And then she was like, nah, I don't want to take the credit." The other co-producers, however, wouldn't let it slide. Damon said, "They came of their own volition and said, if you're not taking credit, we're not taking credit." She succumbed and took the credit. Interestingly, Barroso was the reason why Damon agreed to star in and co-produce the movie in the first place. When Casey Affleck initially approached him about the project, he turned it down, leading Affleck to show the script to Barroso instead.
You do what you gotta do.
She pushed Damon to take the gig, and that wasn't the first time she influenced one of her husband's career choices. Damon said, "She's been reading every script and watching every cut of every movie for 21 years. This is the first time we ever kind of codified it."